to Gypsy Road World News. Today where we talk about UFOs, Bigfoot, the paranormal, and many more. So today, for the first part of this show, we're going to look at 3 different videos of UFOs. What's a UFO? Unidentified flying objects. So what we do know, what's in these videos are real UFOs because they're unidentified. Now, are they from another planet? I don't know. Are they aliens? I don't know. Are they built by the government? Maybe. Who knows? But they're fun to look at. Let's take a look and let's see what they are. Okay? Now, the first video we're going to look at is, just came out yesterday, UFO over Leicester UK. So this is in the United Kingdom. Alright? So what we're going to do is, let's take a look together. Let's see what it is. Okay, here we go. Well, so far, it's a white floating thing. I mean, you can see that. I can see that. And it's going behind the trees. It's pretty interesting because it does look like it's going pretty fast. Now, looking at it closer, I can't say it's a cloud. It's not a cloud. It's oval shape. Could be a white balloon. I can't really say. Now, this next part of the video is they're gonna make it like darker, so we kind of get a darker look of it. They're gonna use little magic on the camera, infrared, whatever you want to call it. So let's take a look here. Now you can see it's orange. They're using it where, because I guess they're trying to show you the shape. Okay, it's black. Now, okay, I'm just gonna stop it right there. For me, yes, it is unidentified. It is a UFO because I can't tell what it is. But to me, it doesn't look like anything like a craft. And the reason is, if you look at the footage, it's going like one way, like a wind is taking it one way. Where I would think a UFO would be flying just a little bit crazy. I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe it is a UFO, but I think it's too broken up. It looks like it's almost sliced in 3 pieces. So I'm gonna say, for me, it is, even though it's an unidentified flying object, I think it's no more than a piece of garbage that's in the sky. But what do you think? Leave in the comments. Let me know, because hey, maybe it is something. Maybe some of you believe it is real. I want to know what you think. Alright? So guys, we're going over to the second video. This one is actually on September 10th, 2021. Strange UFO over Dover, Delaware. Delaware. Isn't that where Joe Biden's from? Maybe he's behind this one. Who knows? Okay. Now, it says, witness description. It was around 7:15 p.m. when my wife and I started to take a walk in our neighborhood. The sun was setting in the west with pink clouds in the distance. There was still blue sky left. That's when I noticed what I looked like in a dark pink cloud by itself and out of place. I stopped to look at it and asked my wife if she saw it moving. She said yes. Then the clouds started to move slowly towards us, and with a tail like a comet. Then it seemed to turn away from us with 2 tails. It finally went from a reddish to a black, then went into a cloud cover, and it was gone. Interesting, right? So it's a shape with 2 things at the end. Well, guys, let's take a look. Let's play it. Okay, let's see. Okay, it's red. Okay. I mean, could be a kite that's stuck up there. I mean, it could be. I mean, I'm not saying for sure. I mean, it's not really moving. I mean, I don't think it's any crypto creature or anything. I don't think it's Mothman. I mean, it does look like there's two, like, strings. I mean, it is unidentified. I can't sit here and tell you exactly what it is. So, is it a UFO technically? Technically, yes. It is a UFO. Because I can't identify. But if I'm going to put my guess on it, to me, it looks a lot like a kite. Now, I'm gonna go to 3 minutes 26 seconds. Now, guys, whatever I show you here, I'm gonna put links to the full videos. So if after the show, check it out yourself, analyze it, look at it, research it. Why? Because that's what you're supposed to do anyway. Research it all. Now, this footage, they just took it and they colored it where the clouds are gray. I guess they're trying to see, maybe with the different colors, they might see more of an image. Well, let's see. Let's take a look. There is interesting. It looks like there is like a bird flying like really fast right beneath it. Now it went above it, to the side. It's almost like with this coloring, it's like a slow comet. But I mean, we saw where it was red, but I don't think this footage here really shows me anything already. I mean, it doesn't show me, yeah, it doesn't clarify the strings. If I'm gonna say what it is, I'm gonna come out and say it's a kite that's high up there. I'm gonna say it's a kite. Now, some people say, well, it can't be a kite. Okay, that's great. If you think it might not be a kite, you might think it is something. It almost looks like a jellyfish from the ocean is hanging out in the sky. But what would a jellyfish be doing up in the sky? Well, maybe no. Maybe evolution. Maybe radiation. Maybe. I don't know. That's a good question. Well, guys, let's go on to our third video. Now, this is an older video. This is a UFO film in Canada, July 2016. Why am I showing you this? Because this is from a good friend of the channel called Chasing the Truth, Sean G. This is his friend filming this. They filmed this. This is from a real good source that I can tell you that the film itself has not been compromised, has not been changed. They weren't doing this for clicks or views. So I will say that this film is untouched and clean. Now, I'm not telling you it is a real UFO. I'm not telling you that. But what I like here is the language. I like how he's expressing, like, what the hell is it? You know, he's really expressing himself that, you know, to me, if I hear voices, I kind of try to listen to how they're talking, how they're saying, to see if I sense they feel that it's real. And what I sense is they believe that it's real. So I want you guys to take a look at this. Ready? Here we go. It's 1 minute and 43 seconds, but hey,
it's only time, disappearing right? Again.
Good old God.
I'm videotaping it.
I mean, what I like about it so far is, just like the guy saying in there, it's like two lights.
That's the same fucking shit.
And it's not staying in one spot. It is moving around, which to me, what makes it more like a more UFO, because it's just not staying in one spot like that.
Into that thing
first video with the white thing just going straight across like a straight line.
And it won't come up the top. If it was the moon, it would keep going up. The moon's over that area of the sky.
Oh, look at that. It's kind of weird, right? You saw a white and a red light just beneath it. That was kind of cool. I wasn't expecting that. That was kind of cool. Oh, there it is. It's back.
I'm videotaping it. I'm in my
out of 3 videos, I like this one the best.
Dude, that's the same fucking ship.
Yeah. I like what he's saying in this video. I love this expression about the passion that he feels that this is something. He did catch something.
And it won't come up the top. If it was the moon, it would keep going up.
Hey, come on,
The
guys.
moon's
Canada,
over that area of
our
the
Canadian
sky.
friends don't lie. They're good people. Love that country.
Yeah, it's gone.
I live 2 hours away from Vancouver. Yes, Chasing the Truth. He has a fantastic channel. He's a newscaster. He has a radio show, basically, and all that. And I'll put all that in the description. It's a fantastic channel, and these are kind of footages that I like. People that I could trust. Okay, but I don't mind showing you other footages because why not? You know, just take the leap of faith. Now, that was great. That was fun. Now we're gonna move over to Bigfoots, the world of Bigfoot. Now, what I'm about to show you is a footage from a guy named Long Island Bigfoot. He's up in the East Coast, and he's constantly always searching for Bigfoot. But what's interesting about this video is I'm going to play you part of this video, and I'll put the description. I'll put the link so you can watch the whole 13-minute video. But we're only going to watch about 2 minutes of it. And the reason you guys want to see this is the conversation that they're having about leaving a footprint. And I like how, you know, he's looking at the wood, he's looking at the forest, he's looking at, you know, that things that bringing it down. Could be a bear, could be not. I'm not saying none of that, but I'm saying is how he's using the environment to help him search for the ultimate prize, Bigfoot. So let's play this video.
Like when people say they only see one footstep,
Yeah.
they're doing that.
Listen to their conversation.
Oh, for sure.
Why?
For sure. Like when we saw the ones that time. For sure. Sometimes it's a gift. You know, I found like the first footprint I found was a single footprint, or like it was like two together, but it was something
Nice that you
But
Okay.
but
Interesting. Very interesting.
I am every time I see a trackway, every time someone says, "Oh, I got a trackway," I'm skeptical. I'm skeptical.
Like they used to do, like they do for mine.
Interesting.
No?
Yeah.
The one, two, it's not new.
I think he's gotten trackways before too, but but they'll leave one randomly too. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. They did that shit in my flower bed, in my front fucking yard. You've seen my house. You see where that flower bed is. Like, how do you sneak in there like that? Look at this.
Now,
Look at these.
I'm going to pause you here for a second. It's interesting about leaving 1 foot, as a Bigfoot's doing it as a gift. I've never really heard of that. I know there's a lot of times I've seen people look for Bigfoot and they find prints, and sometimes they find 2, but they find no more. But hearing that only 1 print and saying it's basically a gift, letting them know they're kind of there. So that is interesting. I never heard that before. You know, and to spot just a 1 footprint, you know, I mean, I guess if I was looking for footprints, I'd be looking for 2. So I never really thought about just looking for 1, because I think that would make it a little harder to know if it's a footprint or not, because you only got 1, because something could have hit it, dent it. I mean, unless how form it is, but knowing as a gift, that's very interesting. Okay, let's continue. Let's hear this conversation on how Long Island Bigfoot starts to try to use the forest, use the trees on clues. Here we go.
Look at this, snap through the tree.
Next time you're coming raining in.
So it's all this tree. Look, that tree look at that. Did it fall and then it broke there and then it jumped up there? Or did it fall and
Maybe it fell in between. But that's great how it falls in.
But it definitely didn't. Look at that. That snapped to come down and touch this tree. See? All this snap's purpose is to touch this tree right here. That's it. That's its purpose. That whole big snap that comes down, that's its purpose, to do that.
Interesting.
Now there's more advanced shit like this. Like that snap comes down to where is it? That, oh Jesus. It's a whole field, but that one comes down to do this. Yada, yada, yada. You get the picture. All right.
Very interesting. It's very interesting because he's using the forest to give them clues. You know, I am no expert in tracking Bigfoot. Technically, nobody's 100% an expert in tracking Bigfoot, because if you were at 100%, we would see Bigfoot unless the government kidnaps you, throws you in a trunk, and we never hear from you again. Probably the only thing, right? I mean, not saying it probably happened, but it probably has happened. It's interesting to see how they think why a tree branch is down or whatever. Now, could have been a bear done all that? Well, of course. A weather? Who knows? But, you know, it's things that you learn to pay attention. You know, when you're looking for Bigfoot, you're not just looking for the creature. I mean, and that's the ultimate prize. But you're also looking for the clues, where they're at. You know how many of them, the prints. So that's a very cool video. Long Island Bigfoot is a great friend of the channel. He has great footages, great videos, and I hope you guys enjoyed that one. Now this one is a personal good friend of mine. His name is Bigfoot Anonymous. Connor. When I think of Tron, I think of Connor. Now Connor he likes to travel, he likes to discover, he likes to take hikes and stuff. And he was actually in a Florida cave where he ran into some footprints. Okay? Now this video is a short one. It's called a skunk ape footprint found in the Florida cave. Let's take a look.
Hey y'all, it's Connor.
Bigfoot Anonymous. I'm with my buddy Jack, scouting, filming locations for our upcoming movie. And look what I found deep in a cave.
Interesting.
You can clearly see the 5 toes
That
and
is
the mid-tarsal break.
That is
This
interesting.
is truly incredible.
Wow. Wow, that's interesting, because when you look at the print, if you guys look at the foot. I mean, for one thing, it's like there's some fingers. You know, I would think that maybe somebody fell down in there and put their hands in, but I would think you only have a dent from this far, but then there's like a little dent that goes like this. That what makes it interesting. And I'm no expert between a regular Bigfoot, a skunk ape, you know, but that is an interesting find. I mean, just going to a cave and seeing it. Now, he did go back to cast the footprint. So let's take a look at that video. Okay, here we go. This is called Casting the Caveman Footprint. And I will put links to these videos in the description, so you guys can check out these videos and check out all their other videos, which is fantastic. Let's take a look.
Yes, sir. Hey, y'all, it's Connor from Bigfoot Anonymous. I'm here with the walking legend. We're down here in a deep cavern.
There
We
you go.
found a
They
big
put the
footprint
special
here
flag.
the other day. So now I left some casting supplies. We're here to retrieve the footprint. Hopefully, it is solid.
I like that.
Can't wait to excavate it. I definitely want to take a kayak back there here soon and explore the deep depths. I'm very excited.
I like that. What I like about it is you find something, put a clay, you know, make a print out of it, get your footprints. You know, a lot of people say, well, a lot of people do that, you know, but by getting a print of it, what if, just what if, later on you're doing another hike near the area and you find almost the same kind of foot, right? Because even though the dent might be a little different, if it's the same skunk ape, the design shape of the foot should be the same. So now you have one, but later on if you find another, then that's where you can start connecting the clues. That's what you're supposed to do. You know, that's how you research. Put clays, markings, look at the environment. So that's what I love about these videos is just not, when you're searching for Bigfoot, you're searching for evidence of a Bigfoot. Because you're not always going to go out there and actually see Bigfoot. I've been in mountains my whole life. There's only been one incident where we had, where we thought it might have been a Bigfoot. That's it. I'm 48 years old. Okay, so any kind of evidence, but now watching these videos, you start looking at the environment, start looking at the tree, look at the broken branches. You know, yes, could it be a bear? Yes, deer, wild animals, yes, but you just never know. If a Bigfoot is like a 7 foot, 8 foot, and you find markings that high, well, that can't be done by a bear. That's why I always expect your environment, expect your surroundings, because guys, you never know. You never know. Well, guys, this next video here we're gonna explore in the paranormal. Have a cup of coffee. One of my favorite channels is a group called Tippa TV. Okay? Now, what I love about Tippa TV is I love this couple. I love their investigations, because one thing is a lot of times you watch shows, right? They investigate the Conjuring house. Okay, that's cool. I would investigate the Conjuring house. You know, a lot of people just investigate the known places. Billy Mackey's, for example. This group sees a cemetery and says, hey, let's stop there. Let's just walk around and investigate. And what they found here is freaking awesome. This video is called Texas Cemetery Exploration. So they were in Texas. Did we find human remains? I love this video. And I'll put the link for the whole 35-minute video in the description. But of course, I'm not going to play the whole thing. I'm going to play the clips. I'm going to play where they're already in the cemetery. They walked around. They look at the stones. They have the dates. They have the years. But they see something over the wall. And this is where she jumps over. Okay? I love it. Because she's acting like, I see something over here around this wall. And this is a place they were never planning to go. They just saw a cemetery and went to stop by. And this is an investigation. Because you never know, people. You never know. Because every ghost hunter's got to start somewhere, right? Got to start. So she gets in there. I love this kind of investigation. Because she sees like some bones. Cemetery? You should have seen the bones, right? It should be underneath. And
I think it's human.
yeah.
I think it's human.
And she's looking. And the thing is, she's hearing in an earlier video, she's hearing people. She's hearing noises out there. So she could be on private property. You don't know. And then she's looking up a piece of bone, I think. She's looking at the whole area, which is cool. Up. Okay. I love how she's looking, she's just investigating, she's listening to the surroundings. And not afraid.
Size and shape as a human.
She's picking up a piece of bone. Isn't that freaky?
That's an animal.
At a graveyard, and you're picking up a freaking bone. That is so awesome. And you guys, you gotta wait. I'm gonna fast forward it a little bit here. I'm gonna speed it up because
That's fucking human.
Now we're gonna see here. Let's see. I'm trying to fast forward a little bit, guys. I apologize. I mean, look at that. Look at that big ass spine. I'm not saying that's human. We don't really know. It's not like I look at every single spine from animals, but all those bones at a graveyard behind a fence is so freaking interesting. And what's so interesting also about the video is Tippa TV. He got bit by something. He thinks he got bit by an ant. They're finding bones. She's hearing voices. She hears people out there, and you get bit. Was it an ant? Was it a demon? Was it a ghost? I mean, you gotta think about it, right? I mean, it's one of those things that
I can get it.
You do gotta think about it. It is just so freaking cool. Because guys, when you do investigations, you know, go to any cemetery. Listen, if paranormal, if you're looking for ghosts, you would think almost every graveyard would have some kind of an experience, right? Now, some might have more, some might have less. I know people who've been to investigation graveyards, been there 5 days a week, and out of the 5 days, there's only one day that they kind of heard a voice. That's the way the paranormal works. You never know. But how freaking cool. You're in Texas. Hey, graveyard. Hey, let's stop. Hey, there's a wall. Hey, let's jump over. Oh, look, a bone. Look at this big bone. And then it gets bit by something. That is some awesome freaking investigation. That's awesome. That's awesome. Alright guys, now I'm going to show you something on a second paranormal footage. This is meant to have fun. This is just for fun. I was watching a documentary on the curse of Lizzie Borden. And there was a woman that was bending over. Stop with those dots. And there's an orb that looks like it flew out of her butt and went up in the air. And I'm like, hey, why not, man? If you're a ghost and if you're looking for a way out of a person, well, you know, at least you're traveling throughout the anal part where it's nice and warm. That'd be a sneaky orb, right? Can you imagine that orb flying a little ball will pop? Where, watch this footage. It's just for fun. Don't get your hands in your panties and all that, people. But let's watch the orb coming out the ass. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I got a weird mind. Why did I enjoy seeing the orb coming out of a person's ass? I don't know. But hey, it just tells you, right? Now, I'm not 100% of a pure believer of orbs. Okay? Now, color orbs, okay, that's something to think about, how they float. Well, regular things flying around and catching on cameras later on, to me, that's not really true evidence. Now, when a person has spotted orbs in front of them with different colors, that's different because they're noticing it right there at that moment in time. They're not watching it later on a footage where you never know because of the camera. Was there added color to it because how the camera picturing on it? You know, to me, the best evidence is this. So even though it's kind of a joke, seeing an orb coming out of a woman's butt, you know, makes you think, what a stinky orb that is. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that little video. Alright, now this is my favorite part of the show. This is it a Mandela effect? Or is it just simple as false memories? This is fun. This is the funnest part of my show. I like hearing different Mandela effects. I'm not saying they're real or not. They're not false memories or not. Every memory is your own. So the only person you need to believe is yourself because it's your memory, right? But it's fun anyway. And I'll give you my honest opinion. Today on this Mandela effect, is it Mandela effect or false memory? We're going to talk about the movie Jaws. Okay? Now, in the Mandela effect community, there's people who believe that the famous saying about a boat, right, bigger boat, was, excuse me, that it was said, we're going to need a bigger boat. But now if you watch Jaws, it doesn't say we're going to need a bigger boat. It says you're going to need a bigger boat. Well, just for this little exercise, let's just watch the video on that one part to exactly hear what is being said now. Not then, now. Here we go.
You're going to need a bigger boat. Okay.
So you heard in the line that you're going to need a bigger boat. That is what's said. That is what is being said in the movie. Well, the reason in the Mandela community, because there's two screenplay writers, Peter Benchley and Carl Gottlieb, right? They're the screenwriters, you know, because the movie came from a book, all right? Now, I'm going to tell you the facts. This is the facts. You can take it with a grain of salt. Okay, Peter and Cara, when they wrote the line, they actually wrote the line, and you could find anything to debunk or not debunk and try to say residue. We all know with me, residue is a stupid ass word because you can find proof, negative proof, whatever you want. Everybody finds a misspelled word on a YouTube page or on a website. Oh, wow, see, that's residue. Flush the residue down the toilet. Okay? Now, in the script, it was written in the script, we're going to need a bigger boat. That was actually written in the script. Okay? But now, the actor, Roy Schneider, on that day, when they filmed him doing his line, he says, you're going to need a bigger boat. Even though it was written where, but on accident, it wasn't like he forgot, I guess you could say he forgot the first word of the line. He says, you're going to need a bigger boat. Even though it was written, we're going to need a bigger boat. So a lot of shows that these people go on, since they wrote it, they wrote it, they always going to remember what they wrote. We're going to need a bigger boat, but in the movie, it was yours. So in my opinion, that story, to me, is real. It's always been, you're going to need a bigger boat. For me, it's not, we're going to need a bigger boat. Now, for you, if that's your memory, I can't change that. That's your memory. Okay? I have watched Jaws from the beginning. I watched Jaws when I was 5 years old, growing up. And your and where, I can see where it's easy to crisscross on that one. Very easily. And you're watching video clips of the writer and stuff. And the writer will say where. But that's what they wrote. So it makes sense why they're saying where. But for me, it's always been, you're going to need a bigger boat. So for this one, I'm going to say it's false memories. So next week, we'll do another Mandela effect for this clip. All right, guys, have a good one, and I'll see you next week on episode 2, Gypsy Road World News.